am trying to use the details of the 3 countries as rotating cards. By now, you little ones know how to make cards that rotate like this. First, I go to the CSS page. In the 52nd line, I open the keyframes tag that needs to be used for animation. By using this tag, we have the ability to easily and deeply control the animation of the desired element. Now, at keyframe size, put curly brackets. Now inside these curly brackets, we name the animation. I am now defining the animation here. The animation is given to the 2 percentages to see what happens in both of them. Now in the 53rd line, 0%, put curly brackets, and in the 54th line, transform colon scale, brackets 1 semicolon is given inside it. Now in the 56th line, 100%, put curly brackets, and in the 57th line, transform colon scale, put brackets, and 1.1 semicolon is given outside it. Here, the size of the image changes in 2 cases. Well, next time I will create some necessary classes for the images to be rotated or flipped. For that, in the 60th row, dot flip dash card and open curly brackets. Now in the 61st line, the margin of this card is set to 25 pixels, and now put semicolon, and it comes to the 62nd line. The width of this line is given as 350 pixels. Now in the 63rd line, adjust the height of this card to 300 pixels. Now we have prepared the basic sizes of this card. Now let's create a class about how to flip this card. In the 65th line, dot flip dash card dash inner is given. In the 66th line, the position is adjusted as relative. When flipping, I adjust the width and height to the required sizes in lines 67 and 68. In the 69th line, transform dash style colon, preserve dash 3D semicolon is given. Here, when flipping, it happens in a 3D way. In the 70th line, box dash shadow colon 04px 8px0 and give the color code for black. With this, we can show a black shadow when this card is flipped. I have given the size of the 4 sides of the shadow in pixels. Now, in the 72nd line, dot flip dash card dash back and open a curly bracket. Let's prepare the styles for the back of this flip card here. In the 73rd line, I give the background color that should come on the back of the card like this. You may remember that I taught about RGBA colors in the previous lesson. Now, in the 74th line, I set the color of the letters to the black. In the 75th line, transform colon rotate Y inside brackets. It is given as 180 degrees. We can also rotate the back of this card 180 degrees horizontally along the y-axis. Now we have finished preparing this part as well. Now I write the styles that I want to use in common for the flip card front class and the flip card back class in the 77th line. Dot flip dash card dash front comma dot flip dash card dash back, open a curly bracket. Now it is given as position colon absolute. In the lines 79 and 80, we give width and height respectively. In the line 81, we type as backface dash visibility colon hidden semicolon. Here, I give it as hidden, or else if visibility is given as visible, when we rotate the image or text we use will also be shown flipped. I give hidden to eliminate it. Now, the type of these letters is given in the 82nd line. Font dash family colon inside single quotation. It is given as courier, new comma, courier comma, monospace. Now we have finished preparing some classes, and now let's enter the images needed for this card in this CSS page. In the 84th line, I create a class called .paris. Now in the 85th line, background colon URL, open brackets, and I go to assets from the left panel. Now click on paris.jpg and give copy URL. Now I come back to the CSS page and paste the copied link. In the 86th line, background dash size colon contain is given in the same way. I want to include the other 2 pictures, so I copy the lines from the 83rd line to the 87th line and paste it from the 88th line. Now I use Rome instead of the class name Paris in the 88th line. Also, instead of the background URL in the 89th line, go to the assets from the left panel. Now click on rom.jpg and give copy URL. Now I come back to the CSS page and paste the copied link. Now we have finished preparing this card too. Now to make the Singapore card in the same way, copy the lines from the 88th line to the 91st line and paste it from the 92nd line. Now I use Singapore instead of the class name Rome in the 92nd line. Also, instead of the background URL in the 93rd line, go to Assets from the left panel. Now click on singapore.jpg and give copy URL. Now I come back to the CSS page and paste the copied link. Now we have finished preparing all these three cards.